Hello everybody, welcome back to the next part of our playthrough of Metaphor ReFantazio. I am Force of Will. If you're watching this on Twitch, please make sure to hit the follow button as well as to hit that notification bell so you know when we go live. If you're watching this on YouTube later on, please make sure to subscribe as well as hit the like button on this video. So, in the last part we went and did for Brigetta, who was the merchant, in this town, and we went through a dungeon and got a horn from a creature that has been terrorizing her trade routes, and so now we are ready to actually start moving into the next component, which is the Sanctus announcement. However, we have one night left before the Sanctus announcement for that, and there's one thing that I would like to do. So let me go ahead and blow up the big screen. I'll show you kind of what my idea is for the moment. So I'm bringing up royal virtues. So, I would like to continue trying to raise my imagination. I think imagination in the next part is going to be unlock another archetype that we can get, specifically the gunner, I think, which is also one of our quests for more as well. So, I'm gonna try to go around town and find something that will raise my imagination for that. So, with that in mind, let's go ahead and exit out of here and see what we can find. So we're looking for someone with the imagination. Yeah, announcement's tomorrow. So yeah, so let's find somebody who can raise our imagination. That's a heart, so that's tolerant. So that's. Anybody this way? That's Mag Broker, so that's not it. Oh, you know what though? One thing we can do real quick. I have a bunch of stuff that needs to be appraised.
Hey. What are you pining for?
I have 4 of them. Raise all of them, please. Silver Claymore, Link Staff, Silver Lance, and Silver Mace. So actually, those are all probably pretty good. Silver Claymore is actually a downgrade though for that, but that is actually a pretty good upgrade for Knight Silver Lance. So, all right, then sell, because we got a bunch of stuff we can sell too. So please sell all the sellable items. And all right, let's keep going. All right.
That will be quite enough.
Darn it. That was gonna let me punch those boxes, but apparently not.
This is the pits.
All right, so we're gonna go to Green Cathedral Square, and let's see what we can find up here. So again, we're looking for someone with the imagination.
All right then.
Nope, not see anything there. Oh wait, hold on. Tavern. Oh, right outside the tavern, there's an imagination person.
Go.
Let's go that way. Oh wow, a busy tavern. But
Now, how did I wind up here?
imagination person. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Glad we meet again. Can you hear the next part?
What do you want to do?
Yes.
my thanks.
Got the tail. Alright. So, embrace the imagination. Let's see, I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving his life. Yep. We hit a bit of time skip here, as this next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous sort, and one day he too ventured in the Forbidden Cave and became hopelessly lost. Wow, mischief really does run in the family. So it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, what should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She was beautiful, as the fairy his grandfather had always described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again, I'm not going to help you this time, said the fairy. Roll your eyes. My grandfather can only blurt out a what? It was the first time he'd seen the cave after all. And the fairy said, "Don't blame me if you get eaten by the beast." And that's when my grandfather realized the fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. "The boy you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson." The fairy considered this for a moment and said, "You people die so young." The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave, like she did his grandfather before. The whole time, he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. So before he could vanish, he turned around and said, "Thank you for helping my grandfather." If wondering if history will repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave that village when my grandfather grew up. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found a fairy here in Grand Trod. My family's fate seems tied to the fairies. Well, I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy. A meeting like this, who knows? Maybe it really is fate. What about the curious parts fairy plays in our fate? I feel like my imagination improved.
Alright.
It's only 2 though, so it's not drastic, but it's getting there. It's getting to 2.
Well then.
Time I get back to the others. Yeah, time to go to bed.
It would seem the disaster was averted.
Oh. Okay, so yeah, so the day of calamity was averted, so good. So we're in Water's Day.
Right then.
Today's
Warden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Probably. Alright, well let's go figure out what's going on.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken.
Has he?
The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty.
Yep.
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king.
Oh, sweet.
This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me. If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much.
Yes.
The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Ah, but no.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table.
Yeah, we knew that 10 days ago, Batlin.
Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
But hold on, you mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Who knows?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word.
Isn't that your job?
Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
Yeah, we knew that for a while. Warning.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly.
Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Yeah, a
Had
little
they
bit.
rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Yeah.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic.
Well, of course it was.
Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Louis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Grace probably, or the king probably thought his son was dead.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Louis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
No.
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there.
Oh boy.
She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
What can we look
I'll
for?
go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
Yeah. Well, I think we probably know where she is. Not like it's gonna be really surprising at where she went off to.
Where?
Where are you?
You're kidding.
Oh no. Well, there's one place we can check.
Oh, there's water. Ridiculous.
Actually, what am I doing? Just fast travel there.
All right, then. Let's go.
Let's just drag her because we know she probably went to where her father died. I'm assuming that's the real Grand Cathedral.
So foolish it arouses great pity.
What should I do?
You know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets. You're just asking for trouble. She just went inside. You let her pass? I'm not gonna be the one to stop her now. I've been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. Oh, Maria. Let us in.
Huh? Why?
What are you doing
What are
here?
you doing here?
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely.
Oh,
One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral is broken?
oh, Maria. Oh,
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again, hasn't he?
God, how do you tell a kid about death? All right.
It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
Oh, poor kid.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Mhm.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
That's not
why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
What? I don't even know which of these answers is the good answer here.
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
We're gonna stop him.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
People can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right. But much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Yeah.
Maria, you're safe! Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria.
Yeah, she hasn't eaten well.
That's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together.
Yeah, the poor girl hadn't eaten since her dad died. Like, gosh.
Thank you for finding her.
This is, wow. This is like...
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
Yeah, she is.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
There's
If
additional
Luis is the
announcement?
curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well,
For once the
there's
church is right.
church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Late night.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince.
You've never met the prince.
Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Try to calm your mind. Don't be so tense.
Fair enough. I suppose if I have any real weaknesses, it's that I don't know how to relax.
Yeah, you need to relax,
That
buddy.
book. Is that the novel you're always carrying around?
It is.
Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions.
Wow, that's a huge difference from our world.
Couldn't be further from reality, could it? With a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now.
Yep.
And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still,
maybe.
I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us.
Doesn't have to.
Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right?
No. No. Personal experience. No. No, it does not.
Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive.
God damn this game. This game touches on a bunch of
solution, I fear.
modern issues in the story of an online role play or a Japanese role playing game.
Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. Think I'll give it another chance.
You said the book's boring, Sister Troll. You know.
Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Go to sleep.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
6:23, Arbor's Day, daybreak. Morning into.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime.
Oh boy.
To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Boy.
And we call it
The Tournament for the Throne.
Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the exhibition of the brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win.
All right.
Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Okay.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Oh.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
Probably. Yeah. I mean, most likely.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes. I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
Probably.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
reminds me, a crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels.
Yeah.
It's saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
Probably.
Do you think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we can take action. What if we enter the tournament for
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us?
Yes.
Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there.
Yeah.
This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis.
Yep, Stroll's got it.
He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying.
Yeah.
Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
Why not?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit, but it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Probably.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
Find out. If I'm found out, I'm gonna be as good as dead, yeah.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
I do.
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter.
Yep.
No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Good idea.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Alright, well let's enter the tournament for the throne then. I ain't here to greet his journal. Well, now we have to figure out how to get there.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger?
Yes, but...
Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I bet I'm nervous.
I'll admit I'm nervous, but
Of course you would. Would not be in this situation. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
Yeah.
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
Yeah, this is gonna get
So you're
weird.
going to try and become king? Wow. Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
Aw, thank you, Maria.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
that was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
At least Gallica's finally got on my side.
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Oh, what do we get for?
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You be a good king.
We'll see each other again.
You better not forget.
Absolutely.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we are unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
But we need an
I
airship.
bet all these fancy nobles have their own Gauntlet Runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
Huh.
This should be the place, right?
Yeah.
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Hey? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. They're a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
An elder. Now that I think of it, weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the north?
Oh boy. Oh, this is not good. This is not
I
good.
heard they were all wiped out. What? We got a deserter turning up.
No. Oh boy.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close
Yeah,
one.
that was really close. Agree, Gallica.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. And you're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
Got it.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
Hopefully.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
We already killed one.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
That's what she said.
Hang on. There's nothing but small-time contracts here. You not here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
Well, how about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
Yes.
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
Esme?
This might just be perfect.
Huh.
Do you have any idea who that is? That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin, you can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance of winning. They want kingly types. not children play acting.
Well, I've already killed 2 really big. I killed 1 bounty and a secondary thing already, so I think I'm pretty qualified to do that.
Stuck up, little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
Yeah, we would run over him.
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
Maybe he just wants to stop the criminal's evil deeds.
We've got more important things to worry about.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme?
Yeah.
You 3 must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
Absolutely. Yes.
Pardon. Gentlemen, I'm Barton, a guard captain from Martira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest. A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
Yeah.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say.
Oh boy, yeah, that's...
If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
Plus all the kids would be gone.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms.
Huh.
We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
Well, we can bring a worm back.
Tricky problem indeed. I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it.
Yeah, it's like that's...
Sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
I want to help you.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract. Thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything.
Let's see if there's giant worms out there. We can just kill a giant worm too.
Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Martira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
But don't we need a guard
No
runner or
backing out
something?
of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity.
Yeah.
Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Plus we can kill a bunch of sandworms.
Look at that.
I want to take it.
Look at that.
No, thank you.
One with years of experience. And yet upstart school children like you and Luis dare to. Who the fuck do you think you are, dude? It hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give that eulogy at your funeral. Okay.
Hey,
Of course I can. Head to Marshall. Martira. You can get more information there.
Let's focus.
Find and bring in Ismay, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings and Martira. Despite his bounty, he evaded capture, and his true identity remains a mystery. Increase his courage and get 100,000. Wow, 100,000. That's actually pretty good.
No registration issues, I trust?
Not much.
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about.
You tell her what the target is?
Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements.
Oh boy.
How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
You don't sound too sure about that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
Yeah, you don't sound serious though.
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order.
What? Why?
It is only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Yeah, good call.
Still,
Actually,
you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
It was not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals.
good call.
Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Probably not, but
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
yes, agreed. Let's go get some rest because we're gonna have to go to the opening ceremony tomorrow, and
Let's rest.
I want you to check on. Can I talk to Maria?
Now then,
Oh, welcome, Maria. We're trying to talk to you.
Don't push yourself too much.
Hello.
Actually, boring to spend my days. I wanted to see that so-called exhibition for myself. Goodbye, Elda. You do well to see the world too someday. Oh, we're going to. Yeah. What do you
Fancy a bit of info?
What do you want to know? Yeah. What do you have? Nothing. You have nothing new for me. Doggone it. I should go out right now. Okay, fine. I get it. All right. Well, first of all, let's save. All right. Head upstairs. Go to bed. Yes. Yeah, if I can't leave, then I might as well go to bed.
Good night.
Oh, thank you, Gallica. Late night. Oh.
Can I come in?
Oh, Maria. Hey. Yes, absolutely come in. What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right?
Yes.
I'll be cheering for you. So
Oh.
I just...
Oh, come on.
No. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
I won't tell
It's
her.
all right. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said.
Yes.
And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it?
Yes.
Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a
promise.
promise.
Yes.
All right. Promise? The
Promise.
next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
Absolutely.
This one's important.
Promising returns. Curative Corner.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Aw.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Yes.
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out.
Sure. What's up?
Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden.
Well, I mean, I left.
It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
You truly are
You
devoted.
truly are devoted to him, aren't you?
I suppose I am at that. A guiding oath of 12 years is not easily cast aside. But that book... We met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
I do.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So,
Good call.
'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
Wait. Time out. So, utopian novels are now banned?
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you.
No, of course not.
I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents.
Well, I'm sure they
Yet I
did.
wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stunned them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Absolutely not. Go ahead.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This
Yeah.
chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In
Yes.
this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people.
Yep.
Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people.
Boy, I wish that was true.
In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts.
Yeah, don't
Had
get people
our
to.
lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then.
No, it's not.
It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength.
Yeah.
My
I mean,
dearest
that's what Moore said.
'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of the new king draws nearer.
All right. We are to 624 now. So, this actually seems like it's probably going to be a good place. Oh, wait, we get anime entrance. Or anime cutscene.
Lady Juna!
Who is Lady Juna? Oh, wow.
Far away sky, blue and clear.
Wow.
I wish so
Is this the anthem of the country? Wait, is that a...
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven.
Nice.
There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
Of course, he has the firework display.
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond.
Yeah, uh-huh.
This chaos
if we want a theocracy
is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Yeah, why do you need like 5 igniters?
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the crown theocracy, Master Gideaux.
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly.
Oh.
But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race?
Probably a lot.
Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
Probably not.
What cowardice, crier! Where's Count Louise?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
He's still going to be a front runner.
He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Glodell, the Black Hound.
Oh, that's who that douchebag was from earlier.
So he was one of Luis's men.
The fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No God can save you. What our country needs is power.
So now we have 2 people fighting for theocracy.
Not quite all the contenders, but let's
We
get
have,
over the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward.
one for dictatorship.
By war, by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Krauss. In it more for the Gauntlet Runners than the throne, it's Lena Caden. Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
Wow. If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Yeah.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Hey, I was talking to you, dude. You asshole.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
So, contestants, are you ready?
What in the world?
What? Last I say, wait!
Oh boy. I bet that's our ride.
A land runner? It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for them! It'll crash! Whoa!
Okay, this is pretty wild. I'm assuming that's our ride.
What the heck is that?
Beautiful. So much for our first impression.
What ho? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
You don't! You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have I cared? It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all.
Right, I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go, prove yourself worthy and earn your crown. For the people, for the throne. Let the games begin.
What the hell?
We must take to the road.
Nice.
So fast! Better hold on to something, we'll get blown up!
Yeah, okay, you're a fairy.
It's incredible!
There we go. Bye, Grandchild. We'll see you later. Popularity rank 5021. Part of my mission to aid the prince. Yep. Early morning.
Just a sec.
What's wrong with this thing? Is this our carriage? Did I just run here along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What is happening right now?
Let's see.
We want to go to a place called Martira Old Castle Town, I think. Should be a way south. Yeah. Oh, that's 3 days? Is there no other way to get there without having to stop for 3 days?
Wow.
Yep. Okay, Martira, here it is. On this crest line, I'd say that'd be about 4 days, 3 nights about, roughly. Radio faster than a carriage. Surely the roads would be safer at that kind of speed. Valley good. Now, cinch those bridges, chaps. Full stream ahead to Martina Old Castle Town. I don't know if that's what he sounds like, but that's gonna be my voice for him.
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about Gauntlet Runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft.
Yeah.
I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me that? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that.
Yeah.
Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It
Yeah.
is that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good gin wag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
Yeah.
That man is Neuras, an Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite
Everything.
he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
That's to say the least. Noble District Underhaul.
Neuras?
Oh, this is the
Are
past.
you there?
Oh, this is the past. This is her going to recruiting.
Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Okay.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
A carriage?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
Well, good news.
It's an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Oh boy.
Good God.
It's pretty impressive.
Is this a Gauntlet Runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
Yep.
You cannot mean...
Yeah, it went a little excessive.
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away.
Aw.
A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And
This is pretty crazy.
Poor old girl is going to help me see it.
This is very, very much a Sid in from
Finally.
Final Fantasy type games.
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy!
Oakenberg,
Treason!
stop. Oh, I see what she's doing. I see what she's doing.
Mercy, please. Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the bag.
She's getting it for free.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
Oh, it's for the prince.
No scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh?
Huh. Yeah.
Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard. So if you're back now and now you want a Gauntlet Runner for His Highness...
That means you found him.
Is His Highness still alive?
Barely.
That's it. I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Well,
Is that enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
sure.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
Nice.
I think. Maybe.
Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
I think we can count on him.
count on him.
Yeah.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Yeah, he's good.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or
runner, I guess.
I guess.
You're not gonna handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
Nice.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Yep.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this Gauntlet Runner should make it a snap.
Yep.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing, we just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
Yeah. Got a point.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely. Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
Trust all of
I
you.
trust all of you completely.
Good enough for me. A captain's got to trust his crew, after all. The bounty's Heisme. an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet, 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster.
Make you
And
monsters.
again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant.
Yeah.
Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
I mean, it's not a great play,
Thank
but
you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
all right.
Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the Gauntlet Runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Oh, nice.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Sweet. All right.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting ends in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine.
Nice.
After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So,
Cool.
if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
Yeah. We're good. All right. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with them. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on the way there.
Oh, yeah?
Right, going. Kind of want to see what the engine room's like. I like your idea, Gallica. Let's go that way. Oh, good call. Let's see. Okay. Holy cow! Let's hope we don't have to find out. We're back in the central corridor. Alright. You know what, this is probably a good place to save. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So, yeah, we're so close to the end of our stream time anyway. We've got 30 minutes with all the cutscenes and everything else, so I think it's probably better. This is going to be a two-parter, I think, tonight. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and keep playing here. So, what is this? This is not an engine room. That's the beds. Let's see what's in here. Oh, that's a kitchen. Dining table. Oh, meal set. Yeah. Sweet. All right. I guess we need to go upstairs. Stairs to cockpit. Oh, I thought that was the. Well, then where's the engine room? Oh, here. Deck. Holy cow. Wait, what is that? Let's see though, what's it? What are those things flying around? Where's the engine room? Oh, that's the strategy room. Huh. Alright, I guess back to the strategy room. Toilet. Oh, engine room. Now. Oh, Hey, more. What is this? Upright cleaning tool. Maybe not now. Where is desk? Maybe where new inventions are born. Okay, so we'll be able to invent some stuff too. What is this? Washing machine? Wow. What the heck? I wonder what makes this thing run. It looks like a beating heart. First time on a Gauntlet Runner, hey? Oh, that scared me. Looks like the pipe's in here too. Call it a runner phone. There's one in every room. I believe I heard you spoken about the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet Runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. It used to be you take your life in your hands when you were traveling the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on a colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed. Another step closer to my dream. What dream? Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Oh boy. Never mind then, maybe some other time. Anyway, still playing by the old girl that's a work in progress. By the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. This thing's gonna fly before it's over. So start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs to rest as much as we do. You continue toward your destination while spending time in the Gauntlet Runner. Use this facility to obtain items, raise abilities, or do things you wouldn't be able to do in things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books on the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will be available over time. You can also spend your time with your allies while traveling, which might help improve your virtues. At the end of the day, the choice is yours. Okay, Niter. Oh yeah, they just told us that. That's new information. Niter? That's a really big igniter. Hollow powder. Alright. Oh, cabinet? Personal belongings, I think? Okay. This is in here. Recorder.
Speaking of,
They got the kitchen. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? Probably consider myself. That he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the honeybee. Well, let's go talk to him then. Hey, buddy, you want to eat some? I feel drunk. Are you okay?
Sorry.
Well, I'll handle this way of a carrot, but this is another beast. Something I need to learn to endure. Well, okay, so I don't think he's cooking anything for a while. But I fancy cooking a meal. Can I? Use the Gauntlet Runner to whiz up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant you parties various positive effects. You can eat ingredients, buy them, win them, or just find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. As you made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Now you never went shopping. So, sweet. Sweet, okay. A grass roasted Gideaux, curry coney, curry soup. Oh. Wow, a whole bunch. Yeah, let's cook. Cures burn or restore 15 cures. Well, let's do a cure to a corny roast.
Let's check.
Wait here, I'll go get it.
Now then.
Or as often as we simply refer to meals as meat, something to keep in mind where it's cut from. Taste and texture can change dramatically, you know. Each type of cut has an ideal preparation. If you do it well, it turns out tender and delicious. Something to strive for, wouldn't you say?
Speaking of.
So, what kind of cut do we have here? But never mind, just leave this to me. Okay, well, let's see Stroll. Begin preparing food with Stroll. Watch your meat and adjust the heat, so it goes. Although it depends on what your preference is, really. Yeah, I didn't realize I did a watch your meat. That's what she said joke there, but anyway. Any time. No, it is time. Strike now.
All right.
Not so bad so far. See the juices there? Here's your proof that it's turning out delicious. We'll add a little something for the aroma, and we're done. But just a little. It'll overshadow the flavor. And strain. Delicious looking dish cooked to perfection. It's curative coney roast. Smells great, doesn't it? Now imagine how it tastes. Nice. Time really flew. Curative coney roast? Then
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land.
Nice.
Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Nice. Alright. Metals Day. Good night. Desert camp. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is encroached in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart Gauntlet Runner. Indeed, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. With an encampment, you can use any of the facilities of the Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we reach Martira. Our first camping in a Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Can I spend time relaxing with you? Activities?
Think of it.
I still want some stuff to get left or right.
Yep.
Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg, anyway. I'm gonna try and catch one. Oh, Luma Bee. Imagine a cookie use as an ingredient. Oh, how was that ride? Smooth as butter. Luxurious as a palace. Awe-inspiring. Tear-jerking. Yeah, absolutely. No credit where it's due. My tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. So, full disclosure though, all thanks to a little mechanism I built together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. We don't have to worry about the train if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. See, I told you, he's gonna try to get this thing in the air one time. Off you go, better get your 40 wings. Yeah, we're about to get it fly, so, oh. Alright, Stroll's intelligence. I mean, honestly, I don't even care what the other thing is, because I need to raise my imagination. These are sharp as you can. No, not too much. You gotta keep me company for a while? Maybe I can hold my imagination. Yeah. Yeah, talk with Stroll.
Now then.
Oh. It was just like yesterday when I first arrived in the royal capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. It's been like 2 weeks. I met you, went up to the northern fortress, awakened a mysterious power. I once thought that magic like this only existed in heroic tales of times long past.
Speaking of
which, I've been thinking that perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? I'm gonna say they had no allies.
What's that about?
Maybe they lacked allies.
Oh, I see.
As they might, even the strongest king wouldn't be able to establish a country by himself. It's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Yes. We got more than one power at our disposal. On top of that, we got allies who share these abilities as well.
Then,
if we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero kings of old. Yeah. Just how many more of these powers are there out there? I felt my imagination grow as Stroll and I discussed the challenges still ahead of us.
Alright.
Ooh, 4, that's really good. Oh, still 1 though. Too early for bed. Let's talk some more. Yes, agreed. I have talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of the new king draws nearer.
Daybreak. Our Idol's Day.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They're better than I feared, considering how tiny they are, but I got a question of my own. Isn't the Desert Saint going to do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rigger girl. Nary a grain of sand can fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Oh, runners are really neat, aren't they? I carried we'd never be able to get through the desert this fast, but just keep an eye on the road, okay, Neuras? Yeah, probably a good call. Afternoon. We'll arrive in Martira in 2 days. Neuras, how long has it been since we took a well-earned break? Hey, what are you trying to do here?
Oh, hey!
Laundry's repelling. You're a candidate, so you have to clean clothes. I, of course, wash my clothes every day, so I literally sparkle. Oh, Gallica. Hey, how do you wash your clothes every day? Oh. Okay. Yeah, take a screenshot of that. I didn't realize Gallica was on my shoulder. Hey, Gallica. Alright. Let's see. So we have one to improve our courage, and one to improve our wisdom. Well, we already got wisdom at 2. So, let's see what other thing we can do. I mentioned laundry. What is this? Oh, bookshelf. Interesting books. The books I can read are New World, Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion. Not now. What's Pride and Persuasion? I'm presuming that's intellect. The window if you want to read it together. Making more eloquence. Didn't have reading the book? Not now. I want to see what other books there are. Gotta be some other books. Bookshelf. Shelf. Was that the only 2 books? Is that really the only 2 books? Damn, okay, that sucks.
This?
Oh. Actually sounds pretty good.
Understood.
Now then.
They ain't closed. Huh. Why am I a master, you say? Well, because my parents practically beat it into me. Jesus. Noble can't wash his own clothes is worth the fabric he wears. Or something to that effect. I had to learn about all the different materials. In hindsight, I think they were trying to teach me not to take advantage of my title. Wisdom that still serves me to this day.
Nonetheless.
The more time passes, the more I understand how great my parents were. Yeah. My max MP has increased. Good. By 3. That's not bad.
Huh?
Who is holding $5,000 in there? Never mind. I'm not even gonna ask. I feel like one of you motherfuckers were holding out on us. Something up ahead, so we'll be stopping there.
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magma surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
Okay, well, let's take a look at it. Here we are. Should we get a closer look? Yes. The Tree of Prophecy. It's so pretty. Yeah. The whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose color shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? How does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I'm sensing an incredible amount of magma in the air here. Your hypothesis is correct. This is no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magma. As a matter of scientific research, I must document the discovery. Neuras pulls out a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and begins to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Neuras, how do you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. Wait, wasn't it for research? I need it for research. Been etched into my very mind. I can make do without the sketch itself. Oh, thank you. Tree of Prophecy drawing. Drawing is intrinsically detailed and can accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who's never been here before.
Hey there!
Hey, why don't you give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey and we could tell her a story about this place. Next time we're going to try it, I should give this drawing to Maria. Great.
Huh?
A magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is the most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight. What, you've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so Gallica. Oh, Gallica really is the best. Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. Well, if blue is good, then I'm assuming red is bad. Run my wisdom.
All right.
Oh, get a big 4 on wisdom. Yeah, headed to level 3 on the wisdom. Nice.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Nice. Once again, we are safe. Hey. Martira is. Oh. Well, yes, I need more. Yes, Hulkenberg. Let's talk. I don't suppose you're overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I have no idea how to spend idle hours. That idea appeals. Why don't we talk a bit? Absolutely. Talk with Hulkenberg right now, please. Yes. This power we woke into. All sorts of questions, but I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's bizarre, yeah. I've never seen an armor like that. Sure, the design set them apart, but it's not with their actual appearance I meant to ask you about. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. They say that people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. None of the very condition to awaken our slumbering power also hints why is it exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long. The ravenous appetite I've had afterwards is proof. We do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. How about things to come? I feel like my imagination has increased.
All right.
Got 4. That enough? Nope, not quite. Ain't quite late, but we have a ways to go yet, so I'd very much like to continue chatting with you. Yes. I talked for a while. Yep. And Chief and
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
6:26. So we're getting there. Afternoon. Oh. Goodness gracious.
Finally! We're out of the desert!
Oh, Gallica.
Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
What the hell?
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. Let's,
A cannonade.
What? Oh, great. Two runners are fighting each other.
My star is rising! Ah!
What the hell?
Sanctism will reign! Ah!
Oh!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony, I think one of them is Gideaux, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Glodell.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
They're
No,
not.
See where they're aiming? They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
No, they were laying a fatal shot. It's just aiming to break the opposing side's Gauntlet Runner, which is actually probably a good strategy.
Out in the wilds with no working runner. Will they survive or not? They're dashing well out of the race.
Swords as a clash to halt each other's advance. Damn fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
What in the world?
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Glodell cannot match Gideaux's firepower.
Hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Glodell if he's one of his supporters? No.
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Gideaux's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Well, obviously, we need to help out. Let's help out Glodell.
Let's give Glodell a hand here. Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Yeah.
Agreed. Let us ride to Glodell's aid.
Say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he won't have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Yeah.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Glodell! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now.
Sure no.
You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that a lie? You profaned the sacred a second time!
Yeah.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Oh, we have a fight here. Monks have boarded the deck. He knows his magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. Peril. Now, really important. We cannot.
You dare interfere in my fight. Know your place. Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, old egg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God.
Yeah,
Your
no.
petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Gideaux himself.
Yeah, nope.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Yes, agreed.
Oh, my brethren, put the fear of God into these impious commoners.
So we can't use AoE magic. Everything has to be.
Petrification magic!
Brawler! Shatter!
Nice hit!
Now,
That was
what's the play? I shall vanquish evil.
They die hard!
It's too early to go to his side.
Oh, I forgot.
Not now.
Let's take hold.
All right.
Come forth, royal soul! Strike!
There we go.
In the name of justice! Warrior!
Spearman.
And slash!
Oh, he's.
What could you hope to achieve?
Here they come.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
Behold, we stand together.
Oh.
You can do this!
At the point of a sword!
Oh,
know your place. By this power, peasants!
Oh, he's resistant to that.
What could you hope to achieve?
Damn it! Captain, they've got your defenses down.
Warrior! I'll blow you away! Behold my
For all that
power!
we strive for! Is that all?
Know your place.
Let's set it up! Peasants! Not this. Brawler!
More
More
resilient.
resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back.
Oh, boy.
Now, feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Praise my brother.
Oh, fuck, he's healing.
Only a flesh wound.
Take this!
Don't underestimate me.
Captain, they've got your defenses down.
Warrior!
The power of wind!
Witness me, brethren!
Allies, together!
Let's do this!
I'll run you through!
So, the faithful are broken before you.
Yep.
Yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked arts.
Yes, you are.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him.
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
Yeah, no.
Now, are you prepared for the end?
No.
I think not, you rotter.
What have you done to my Gauntlet Runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Keep breaking it. Alright. See ya.
Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Oh.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
Why, Glodell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Oh. She's the one who sang the, whatever the anthem, the song was.
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress
Yeah.
in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little
Tryst
tryst
on the road.
is it?
Oh, gosh.
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now,
What?
please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Gideaux.
Yes, I did.
So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Would you like to come with us?
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nidia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Stroll, you're a little slow.
Aye, but that's... Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Oh boy. No, what are you doing, dude?
I didn't know the suspensions anywhere.
Oh, thank God.
Cable workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juno, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva! Ah, this is preposterous! I won't be the only one stuck.
Oh my gosh. I was assuming he was telling the two guys to, like, just take it easy. No, it's actually Hulkenberg who's actually starstruck.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand?
No, I do.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey.
Hey, up there!
Oh no. Oh. That's gotta be, Luis. That's Luis's ship.
An airborne Gauntlet Runner. He's actually finished it.
Yep. Luis is gonna join us? Yeah, there he is.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
Oh, that's what Juno's doing.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Glodell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe at least.
Who is this dude?
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
They helped you.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess.
Yeah.
I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
Where are your supporters?
We're your supporters. Hence your retaliation against Gideaux. He's also a candidate, though his name doesn't carry any weight.
One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Oh boy.
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
Okay. Help you, Count Luis.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes.
Okay.
You can't change the world without power, after all.
If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
Okay. Seems reasonable.
See you, loves.
See you, Jenna.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector.
Yeah, I think that was the right call. It's like, because if we said we were going for the king, he would have. He knows our names, our faces on there. He would kill us.
It sounds like a damn bird. Right then, it could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
Yep.
And thanks to that Glodell, even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
Yep.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisman, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
I don't know if that's the best
As
option.
the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Yep. Let's see.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Oh boy. What happened?
Did you hear that?
Yep.
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him.
Probably a good call. What is it?
Hey! Neuras, you okay?
Yeah. Buddy?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
Seem trouble.
Is there something troubling you?
Well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but
It doesn't fly.
I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a burly apple cart.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
Wait, what lost relic?
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding.
Huh.
Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort.
Okay.
But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Yeah, that doesn't sound possible.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore.
Okay.
Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are.
Like you.
That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning.
Okay. What are you thinking, buddy?
After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius.
All right.
Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could.
Who is it?
That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camiro or some such.
Oh. Okay. We actually listen to Camaro and get to Martira. Yeah, that seems like reasonable.
This one's important.
Providing a spark. Yeah. We left Neuras, who dissolved into doom and gloom once again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Quarters Day, 6:27. This is the day we should be landing. Martina this evening. Good. We will be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fantasy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies. I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while I'm on the verge of losing you lunch. That and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday.
Isn't that...
Once we're in town, we're supposed to meet with Bardone, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting. Agreed.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's Gauntlet Runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Bardon awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, wow.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Yeah, that's looking pretty rough, to be honest.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Okay.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctuaress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Crigante Castle.
Okay, so...
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Thornton to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne.
Yeah, but I don't want a theocracy either.
Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates Gauntlet Runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Yep.
Well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Well, they already said that Louis... Alright.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Yes.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes.
I think I may have messed up that comment. That guy may be Luis's. That might be it. That might have been on my mistake.
I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
You've a local delicacy. Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Yeah.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on. Don't worry, and I'll see you around.
Alright.
Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Alright. Hey. Alright. Oh, wow. What in the world is that?
This some kind of smoked dish?
Yes.
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
Oh boy.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
Oh, Gallica. Yes, you're right.
Tis a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine, exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Yeah.
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Yeah, looks great.
Looks great. What is with that smile? Not you two.
Surprisingly tasty, yeah.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Yeah. But it's... What?
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Oh, wow.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
Oh, almost certainly.
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
This is very accusatory for something that you don't even have proof of.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
Yeah.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the sandworm's territory, yes?
Yeah.
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
But...
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
Yeah.
And there's a campground.
There's a runner.
Oh boy.
It's a campground.
Here's where we are now.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
We'll get this job done.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Oh no, Hulkenberg is going to be happy about that.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this.
What is it about
taste as
sandworm
sweet
with these
as
people?
any
What the
dessert.
hell? What the actual hell?
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wild, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today. If they aren't here con a free meal out of us, that is. Now, let's go.
Well, one of them's not eating. One is way too ecstatic to be eating. your beauty sleep, okay? So we're in Martira, Old Castle Town. And this seems like a... Oh, hey, Town Crier. Poor man, what do you got? Anything you need to know about the city, simply ask me. Well, yes. Yes, there's info I would like to know, please. Welcome, And this offense all the more damning. If all we heard is hunting down will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given into despair. But would that be a reason to start kidnapping kids?
Pleasure to see you.
The entire staff was reserved for your private party use. I had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this. I hope you're all worth it. So, it's nice that you come all this way, traveler. Please make yourself comfortable. Beds are in the back. Past the door next to the desk. Leviska Alba guest room.
Yeah.
It meets the end of the bed, yeah.
Right?
Come on the runner. So the rest a little easier in an inn. Neuras would come inside with us, but I suppose the runner is a castle. Then he is its king. Alright, let's go ahead and save. We're at a place we can save, and I think this is going to be enough for tonight. So, thank you very much for joining me for this part of Metaphor ReFantazio. I am Forza Will. You can find me on my Twitch and my YouTube at Forza Will Play. You can also find all my socials there via the link tree. But until next time, goodbye everybody.